Just about ready to commentate on the match. Join us and watch. Just about ready to commentate on the match between Lee Poyet and Josh Anderson over at the Dutch in Yakima. Watch and join us. Just about ready to commentate on the match between Lee Poyet and Josh Anderson over at the Dutch in Yakima. Join us and watch. EvoSports. Getting ready to commentate on the match for Lee Poyet and Josh Anderson over at the Dutch in Yakima. Join us and watch with EvoSports. Just about ready to guest commentate for the match between Josh Anderson and Lee Poyet over. Join EvoSports and watch as Lee Poyet and Josh Anderson battle for supremacy over at the Dutch in Yakima. EvoSports is the streaming service, and it'll be ran by Rich Fear, and I'm guest commentating. Bye! Join EvoSports and watch the stream for the Battle of Supremacy between Josh Anderson and Lee Poyet over at the Dutch in Yakima. Rich Fear is the main commentator, and I'm guest commentating. Bye!
All right, folks. I hope you can hear me fine. We're getting ready to start. Here it is, 2:52. Start time is at 3. So there are a few minutes. So Josh is at the table warming up right now. Lee's out on a smoke break. We will get underway on time, and this has been a highly anticipated match, big money match, $1,000 in the middle. We will get going here in just a few, so stay tuned.
Can you hear me? I'm just making noises right now. Can you hear me talk? Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Hello, testing, testing. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Hello, testing, testing.
She's back there.
Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Hello, testing, testing.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. You can hear me now. Okay.
Yes.
Yay.
All right. So here we go. This is the first game. Lee won the lag, and he's they are racking their own, getting ready to break, and we'll get this race to 21 started.
Sounds good.
All right, so Lee gets the opening break. Pockets the 9 ball, doesn't have a shot at the 1. So Lee didn't have an opening shot, but he opted for the kick, tried to pocket in the corner there, brings Josh to the table. Doesn't really have a good starting shot either.
Looks like the best thing to do here is to attempt a safety and hide the cue ball. Oh, he's calling the...
Yeah, I have to agree, you know. Yeah, but
He did
might
a
be
two-way.
playing this kind of safe, or yeah, there you go. Well, I think he that was 100% safe there because he didn't have a very good bank angle, and even if he could, you know, he wouldn't have left himself anything on the 3. So in this case here, it's not a real difficult kick shot. I would expect Lee to get a hit here. Oh, he's chalking up his jump cue.
He can catch the edge of that 1 ball. I don't think he likes trying to make a direct hit here because then it opens up that 10. Who knows where that's going to go. He just wants to catch the edge and leave a challenging shot. Just like that.
Difficulties on my end. It keeps freezing up.
I'm hearing it. Okay.
Maybe it'll settle in here in a little bit, hopefully.
Oh, okay.
Nice kick shot there by Josh. Get the hit on the one. Sell out. There's not a real easy shot here to be made. So for those of you watching, the voice you hear aside from mine is a dear friend of mine, Sophia Tran. She lives on the west side, and she joined us today. She was going to be here in person, but due to all the snow and bad road conditions, it was best that she just stay at home and be safe and just remote commentate. So, Sophia Trans.
Hello, hello.
She'll be with us. I don't know, maybe probably for all of it.
Yes.
Another great two-rail kick shot from Josh. Get the hit. He may have hooked it a little bit. Not sure if Lee can see this whole one ball for a shot. It does appear that he's partially hooked. That's the way he's sizing this up. Maybe opting for another safety or maybe crossbank. It's his preference right now. I don't know that he can see the whole ball pocketed.
Oh, and he got a little love by not falling in the drink there.
Yeah. Yeah, sitting right on the ledge. So the thing with this table, this is a deep shelf table. So the balls do tend to rub and sit on the edge there versus falling in on some of the other tables in here. Of the 5 tables we have, 2 of them are deep shelf. So it does toughen it up a little bit, forces you to be a little more accurate. But Josh ended up hanging the one. So Lee comes to the table, had to masse it just a little, bend it around the 3.
Yeah,
he was able to do it because he didn't have to do too much for shape.
not at all. And he's got a good position here to get around for that 4. Oh, he went a different way than I thought he would, but he got a bit on the wrong side of the 4, but he's still in a good position.
Yeah, it's gonna be it'll be tough to get on the 5, get a good shot on the 5. For me, I think I would play it. I would have played it off of the 10. I would have played it like this, and then I get the 10 out of there, and it allows me to control the cue ball into a better position for the 5. Where in this case, he just rolled the 4 in and settled for a tougher shot on the 5, or maybe even a safety.
Oh. And this is the first track. They're warming up. They're getting their feelers on, and Lee put Josh
definitely
in a tough spot. Yeah.
He did, not only leaving it tough on the 5, but tough to get to the 6.
At the level that both of these guys are, I feel like they have a lot of shots in their playbook. So I mean, I think banking the 6 is not going to be too terribly hard for both of them.
Yeah, and that's probably going to be the best he can look at here, because he can actually draw away from this 5 ball to pocket it into the corner, and then bring the 6 in, or bring the cue ball up in here for the bank on the 6.
Yes.
He could slice it in the 5 into the side as well, but then where the cue ball ends up is going to be tough. So I mean, it just depends on what he's feeling right now.
Did he call that corner?
Like I said, this being the first rack, they're both kind of getting their feelers on, and okay, so he did play the shot I drew there, and now he's in a great shape for a back bank. He was going to bump that 7, so hopefully it doesn't end up leaving it somewhere funny.
Love it. He's going to have to bank again.
Yeah. Well, the good part about this bank now, the cue ball is going to be coming around like this.
Agreed.
For shape on the 8. So he's in good shape here. Josh Bank's pretty good. So he can hit this with some confidence. The 8 to the 10 will be another tough one, depending on if that thing's on the rail or just off the rail. It makes a big difference how it's going to travel. Okay, instead of banking it and running the cue ball around 3 rails, he put inside on it to just settle for the longer, tougher shot on the 8. It ended up pinching the 7 bank too much.
Oh, when you don't let go of your stroke, that's what happens. The ball tends to slide and you don't quite get the good hit that you're looking for.
Okay, so Lee misses the 8, leaving a very makeable shot for Josh, but getting to the 10, this could be a little tricky. We spin load the cut. This could be a back bank here into the side.
I don't like the back bank on this one.
Just because of how little a rail is showing right here for the cut. Well, he's sizing up the bank to the corner.
Yeah,
I would be banking here. I just feel that better about that shot, and that's a preference thing. Plus, back bank it eliminates the scratch potential in this side pocket.
You think he can draw out of it? I think he's maybe able to draw out of that. There you go. He leaves Lee.
Tough shot.
Yeah, he leaves Lee a very makeable shot here.
With the draw to get away from that side pocket, and in doing so, it shortened up the bank, leaving Lee a decent look at this 10 ball to claim the first game.
So while they're racking, tell me about the Dutch.
And he makes it. So he's on the board. And this is a winner break format. So, and it is rack your own. So they do rack their own. And like I said, it is winner break. Normally alternate break, but these guys decided on all the rules to play by, and winner break was chosen. So here we are. And while Lee is racking, announcement I have on the top left of the screen here, you see the sponsors cycling through the box. There are 2 new sponsors for us here, so I want to give them a little shout out. First one, you see a Screen FX. They are a screen printing and embroidery shop. You can find them on Facebook, or they have a phone number, 509-607-9307.
That's a dry break for Lee.
They are screen printing and embroidery. They are local. And then the other one is Volution Fitness, which is a 24-hour fitness center. As a member, you have a key fob that gives you 24-hour access 7 days a week to any of their 4 locations, and their 5th location in Sela is underway, and will be opening soon, if not already. They offer personal training, group classes, nutrition coaching, pretty much anything you need to get your health needs in shape. So check those out, and we'd like to say thanks to both ScreenFX and Volution. All right, so going through some technical issues, looking through it now, and having Evo take a look at it as well. Josh is at the table now, looking to play the 6-ball, and he opted for the safety, which he managed to get. So he left a kick shot or a jump, whatever Lee decides to try to do here. Lee made a nice kick shot at the 6, ended up 7. So he's just going to float over like into this area for the 8 to the side. And just like that. And my guess is he's just going to pocket that and come out here and play the 9 in the same pocket. Okay, gave it a little nudge, so different pocket it is. However, he has a good look at it. Josh makes a great shot on the 9. Leaves himself perfect on the 10. And this to tie it up 1-1.
Oof, look at that.
Dangerous there. So prior to the match today, I cleaned the table and polished the balls and everything. So, you know, getting a little extra roll on them now. You got to be careful.
All right, so we've got the score at 1-1.
So the match is tied 1-1, and we got a long ways to go. This is a race to 21. This is winner racket break. You know, these guys opted to go that route versus alternate break to allow, you know, one of them to get on a run, you know, get in that groove and start breaking good and running racks, you know, stringing them together. Where alternate break doesn't really allow players to do that. But as I say that, Josh just broke dry. I don't think the one goes to the corner. It might. It does look like it might.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
And Lee proved that it does. And now he's got himself a little cut on the 2. Cue ball control is going to be big here. So it almost hung, but it managed to fall. Not the best shape on the 3. However, it is on the correct side. It's cuttable here. Cue ball will go into the 5. 4 ball is here. Well, he managed
At least he gave himself a chance.
Get that to roll it pretty good. Give himself a look at this 4. Now 4 to the 5 will be tough because you gotta have good control of this cue ball because it's not going to lose much speed as this is a thin cut. Played that with a lot of inside, got a decent look at the 5. However, he did not make the 4. So now Josh does like to hit with inside in here, so he may kill the cue ball in this area for the 5 in the top corner, or he may be going 2 rails around. Well, he did go with the inside, and instead of trying to hold it, he let it slide up right through that window perfectly. Now has to look at the 5. However, 5 to 6 tough into the down table. Trying to get under it with some spin, and now is going to have to play a safety. Now, if I had to guess, I would say he's going to lay the edge so the 6 does this, and then cue ball over in this area behind the wall there.
Can he play a safety here?
See how that goes. And yeah, that's what he was trying for. And he got the separation. And the other thing with playing good safeties, distance is your friend. You can hide a ball, but if it's close, then it's a more doable shot to get a good hit versus something like this where there's a lot of distance.
And the 3 foul rule is in effect, right?
I don't know if he's called the 8, trying to go for that combo, or if he's just going for his hit.
Are they playing 3 foul rule?
So it looked like he may have gone for the bank shot. Ended up not getting it. So now Josh is in a bit of a tough shot. Can't really hold the cue ball here at this angle. So the cue ball is going to come across like this. So I'll leave those lines there to see if that's what happens.
Here, will he be able to avoid that 7? I'm sorry, cutting into the 10.
So it looks like Josh followed my lines. And so now going to be looking to play a draw like this. I think to get over on this side of the 8-ball. I think that shot there gives the largest margin for error. Well, he was able to really get into that with the draw. Pulled it straight back off the 9-ball and then pocketed the 9 and left himself a doable cut on this 8. And so this is going to be speed control for the 10, as it will come down table all on its own.
He hit that with such good speed too. Just didn't get good love. Are these tables a little tougher to play on?
Cut the 8-ball using spin and got the old 50-yard line shape. I can tell you, he's shot a lot of these lately, so I expect it to go in and he'll take the 2-1 lead. And just like that, he does. And then it's 2-1 Josh, his rack and break.
I'm just wondering if y'all can hear me now.
So it appears my guest commentator's link is malfunctioning. I do not hear her at all. So if she's asking me anything, I don't want anybody to think I'm ignoring her or anything like that. I just don't hear her. So as expected, there's quite a few people here. A number of players from our pool community here that are here to watch and support whichever player they're rooting for.
How many tables are there?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me. I just saw your comment about refreshing the link again. If it doesn't work, I can try to send it to you again. So Josh played a pretty good safety. It was 1 ball, forcing a 2-rail kick. Lee was not able to get the hit. Josh ball in hand on the 1.
Hello, testing.
3 balls here, so those are the
Hello.
Oh, sorry that. This is the 2, tied up on the 9. This is the 4. I was mistaken, but as I look over there, I can see them now. So the 2 and the 9 ball are stuck together.
Does he play a safety here?
All right, so Josh played another safety. Lee might be able to see the edge of this, but the scratch is in play. So he managed a good hit, so that resets the foul count back to 0.
Okay, I think I just got it. Yay! It looks like I'm highlighted, so I believe that means that I am audible. All right, doing an audio check, see if y'all can hear me. It looks like both of these gentlemen are playing a safety game right now.
Hey, Sophia, I don't know if you can hear me. I saw you drawing, but I could not hear you. I just sent you the link again, so you can try that one and see if that gets you back in with the audio. All right, folks. So Josh is up 2-1. Kind of in a safety battle right now, because there is not a great shot on this 2 ball.
Okay, I'm here. It doesn't sound like
a great shot to the top corner, and the shape worked out as well. However, he is on the wrong side of the tree, so he's going to have to play some shape to get over to the 4, which is over there. And he did just that. To hit it too good. The shot was correct. He just overhit that, and it ran right over. Yeah, Sophia, I can't hear you.
Okay, but it sounds like the chat room is saying that they can hear me.
I'll tell you what, you stay in, I'll back out and then try to come back in and see if that helps.
All right.
All right, I'm back in. Can you hear me, Crystal?
Josh has a bit of a tester here. It looks like he's loading it up with top.
All right, so from that scratch, Josh had ball in hand. He's worked his way, and he's stepped out, stepped back in on this 8-ball shot. He hit it correct. Come down perfectly for the 9. However, we forgot the important part, which was to make the 8. But luckily, he did not leave it easy. So depends on what Lee decides to do here, whether he wants to play a safe or if he wants to try to finish the shot. In which case, well, thanks for the update, Crystal. Yeah, Sophia, I cannot hear you, but you can hear me.
We'll make this work. We'll make it work. Right, so I'm not sure what Lee plans to do here. If he actually plans to do the long bank. It's such a tough shot to control that cue ball, not to go too far and somehow land in this area if he's loading it up with top.
Well, I'm going to try one more thing here.
All right, he just handed it over to Josh here. Josh can just make this 9 ball and push
Okay,
it
I
in.
just power cycled my headset.
And probably leave the cue ball
hear
here about.
Sophia, if you're talking at all. But Lee went for a bank on the 8, missed it, but got the old double bank. But a 10 ball, when you flop a ball in, it becomes your opponent's option. So Josh decided to take the shot, and he just got out to take a 3-1 lead. And this is winner break, so Josh will be racking and breaking.
I find that having a template rack and 10 ball breaking, you tend to be able to get these wing balls into the side pockets, but both of these guys have dry broke. Oh, perfect. Josh had it down. The 1 ball does cut into the bottom right corner, but with that cut, he might send the cue ball on the wrong side of the 2. He tried to hold it.
Alright, so Josh missed 1. Put it by the pocket, giving Lee an opportunity to make it. He did. Overran his shape, but the 2 was still doable. But he opted to play the 2-6 combo and was fortunate enough to get the 2 to roll out just right. 3 sits in the pocket, so that's nothing too difficult.
He did not want to kiss that 10, but it worked out for him. There's a
Now it
little
looks
angle
like
on the floor.
there's a little bit of an angle. He can draw or go forward. Opted to draw and came back a little far or a little short, depending on how you want to look at it. But does have a shot here that is very makeable. I'm looking out the window and see that we're getting some new snowfall. We made a nice shot on the 7 and got a nice shape. Made the 8 ball. It's got a little more difficult to shape on the 10 than you wanted. However, drilled the shot, close the gap 2-3. So Lee made a nice out there and closes the gap to 2-3, and it's his rack and break. Thanks for all of you tuning in on the chat there and in the live stream. I know it's been kind of a pain in the butt, the technical difficulties we've had. I've had to cycle the link through a few times, and I've reposted it on Facebook a number of times. But it's a work in progress, so.
Heck of a break, and then look at that cheese. That 210 is looking pretty delicious if he can get there, but I don't think he really want to do that. I just don't see any other choice for him.
Lee just really put the spin on that draw shot, get it to come down on that same half of the table. Not leave himself a great shot on the 2. He can see enough to go to the corner. That 9 makes that pocket bigger. So pretty sure he can't see the side. Most likely we went to the corner. Like that. And bumping that 9, open the 4 up.
Lee's looking like he's going to be able to tie up the score with this rack. He has no other big problems here.
The Lee looks like he's starting to feel it now. He's gonna. So far, he's been doing everything just right. He got on the correct side of the 7 here. To roll forward up onto the side, rolling out, give himself a nice angle on this 9 ball. Okay, so now he has the option here to draw and just strip down, or go a rail out. Just perfect. Like that. He's got a good look. 10. That was real good speed control right there. And we have a tie ball game, folks. It is 3-3. It is winter break, so Lee will be racking and breaking. And for those of you watching, maybe you heard me at the beginning, maybe not, but as you see, a new feature for us in this stream is the 2 sponsor logos that are cycling through on the top left there. So we picked up 2 sponsors. One is Screen Effects. They are a local company that does screen printing and embroidery for shirts, hats, you name it. Best way to get a hold of them, you can reach them through their Facebook page or the phone number 509-607-9307. And they can take care of all your screen printing and embroidery needs. I can tell you, I've had shirts made by them multiple times, and I've been pleased every time. Good pricing, quality output, So definitely look into them if you have any needs for shirts made, maybe for Vegas or Lincoln City, whatever the case may be. And then the other one is Volution Fitness, which is which everyone knows around here, it's a gym. There's 4 locations. The 5th one opening soon, or already has, in Sela. For members, they have 24/7 access. You can get a key fob, which you can get in any time, day or night, whatever your convenience is. They offer personal training, group classes, nutrition coaching, pretty much anything you would need from a gym. You can get from Volution Fitness. So I'd like to thank both ScreenFX and Volution for supporting our pool family and our live stream. So thank you very much for that. And back to the action here. Josh is sizing up a kick shot, possibly 2 rails. Might end up opting for a jump because the 2 rail makes for a tight window.
For sure. I like the jump.
Going airborne, you come in this way, get the hit. You can even play the 10 if need be. 2 rail is tough just because you're going to have to try to get in here and get by this 3 ball this way. Don't mind my squiggly lines. That looks like Josh has changed his mind, not for the jump. For those of you in the live stream, in the chat, are you able to hear me right now? Well, Josh made the jump shot, but cue ball bounced off the table, which is a foul, so Lee will come to the table with ball in hand. Well, thank you, Sophia, for letting me know. Not sure why you and I, or at least I, can't hear you. Stuff I have to look into with EvoSports, or maybe double check my equipment stuff. But in any case, Lee is running out. He's moving his way around. He's got good shape on the 4 on the side. Just has to decide where he wants to play the 5 and then play shape to that spot that he's looking at. So that works. And he'll be playing shape to 7 in the side pocket.
He's just going to stun this and keep the cue ball in that same area. Oh, or not. Just kidding.
Kind of like that. He gave himself a good angle here to travel back across for the 9.
This will be the first time that Lee's taking the lead.
He makes a nice out and takes his second lead of the match.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
They race to 21. Winner rack and break. So Lee is racking and will also break.
Lee did win the first rack, so I guess that was his first lead. This is the second lead. One of the wing balls did go in on that break. I tend to favor breaking from the right side of the table, whereas
Lee
it looks like
makes a
Lee is
nice
like to the
break
left.
there. Pockets a ball and gives himself a nice starting shot. Two's out open, so shape of the two is not too difficult. Probably going to forward out 2 rails, just like that. Might have just enough angle over too to just kind of stun over for the 3. Shoot the 3 in the same pocket. Well,
Oh, is he going to try the carom?
fairly straight, so he wasn't able to drift over far enough. So this makes it a much tougher shot, and considering where the 4 ball is right here, makes shape difficult. So he may opt for a safety here, or he may just fire at it. Oh no, he's waved it off, so he's playing safe. I guess it's to get the cue ball up here somewhere. Just like that. However, he did not hit the 3 thin enough, so it's out in the open, but not an easy shot, very difficult, and shape of the 4 will also be difficult. But he's hoping to hit it thin and leave the 3 in this area and still take the cue off where it is. So Josh just made a beautiful shot on the 3, good speed control, and it gave him a look at the 4. So he can shoot this in the side or the corner, and the corner will probably be the optimal shot, as it would, at this angle, makes a bigger pocket. So Lee was making a really nice out there, and then managed to miss the 8, rattled it, and didn't come out, leaving Josh a good look at it with a natural angle to come 2 rails around for the 10. Ended up with an under hit, so if he had made it, it would have left a tough shot on the 10. But it gave Lee a good look at the gate, which he made a nice long draw shot to get back for an easy 10 ball with 2 pockets. And we have our first, well, I guess our second 2-game lead. All right, so Lee is at the table, just almost gifted that game away, but then got it gifted back. Was able to get out, take a 2-game lead. He's up 5-3. And breaking, pocketed a couple of balls, and has a nice starting shot. The table's actually laid out really nicely. I think the 3 goes to this corner as well, so that gives Lee options. Two balls near the pocket, so depending on how he wants to come out of this, he's going to take some control. Plays the draw, he's going to want to try to come back through the 4-9 window there. Ended up getting a little sloppy, but I do believe he still got the view. Yep, gave up nice angle on the 4-ball. Good punch to the rail and back up. Forward for draw straight back, which the punch would gave him a better look. However, not stuck to the 7, so this is still doable.
No one likes to be in this position, though.
He got there, and
I don't think he got
the
there.
lead. Like, if he did, guessing this would be a break and run. Well, he didn't quite get there, so he's calling the bank. A little unfortunate, because he hit that 7-ball really well. Now he's having to play a cross bank up table. The good thing is he did not leave anything easy. Josh is coming to the table with a look, so the potential's there. So now Josh can play a safety, or he can try pocketing the 8 in the side. Safety would be to play the 8-ball kind of like this, and then marry up on the 10 or as close to it as possible.
I didn't think. Oh, he almost made it.
Josh was liking the side pocket, and so went for it, but unfortunately missed. Left it there for Lee.
Yeah, with the safety, that was really hard to hold that 8
The one thing with these two guys, they're both plenty good with opportunities. They're going to be taken advantage of. So missing is going to be a big deal, because these guys can play. So still early in this race, and Lee takes a 6-3 lead. So if you're watching this, you see on the screen there, the number after their names are their current Fargos as of today. I know the flyer showed Lee as a 601, but when I looked at them this afternoon, the 595 and 598 were what were listed, so that's what I typed into the scoreboard. So Lee is up 6-3, race to 21.
A lot of pool left, so.
I mean, you guys are moving right along. That's our 9th game, and we've been running for an hour.
Really strong break. It's not quite any love on where the 2 ended up landing.
So Lee crushes this break, but doesn't get the nice starting shot. He just hooked with the 5 ball, and so he could push out. BCA rules allow for a push out, which would give Josh an option here. And so that's what he called, and that's why he just gave me a little tap there. It's a little risky because the 210 combo is there. It's not the easiest shot from that location. If anything, I would expect Josh to fire at the 2 in the corner. But instead, he opted for the safety. He did not get behind the 3 ball as he had planned. I don't know if that comes from having shot it a little quickly, but either way, bring Lee back to the table and clean look at this 2 ball. Fired that in.
Tough leaving himself on the rail.
3 ball, and a little bit of an angle. He can go through the rail and out. Just like that.
Looks like Lee's going to be able to get to 7 here.
Lee gets the perfect setup on the 6 ball. Just draw back a little bit, like so. And now he can, with that angle he has, 1 rail or 2 rail for the 8. And preference looks like he's lining up for 1 rail. Okay, and then with this angle, he was 1 rail out from the side. Just like so. And with that, Lee takes a 7-3 lead. So Lee is playing free, just firing away at shots, and that comes with having a 4-game lead. Play a little loose. And he's good enough to be able to make shots. Well, I didn't expect him to be playing that particular shape. However, he ended up missing, so that left Josh a tough shot. There's a thin cut to the corner, so he may opt to try a safety here. Oh. May not be able to see it now. So he's going for the jump. On the bank shot. In the corner. Top right corner. So we got a nice hit on that, and a fortunate roll to not leave anything simple. Lee played a good safety here. Rolls up onto the 7. And leaves Josh a one rail kick to either side. Whichever way he wants to go, it's open. But there's a one rail kick, so nice safety from Lee. If this is the result of a good safety, Josh got a nice hit. However, left Lee a good look at this 4 ball. Dan, with the table open like this, just a matter of getting your shape to the next ball and then running out. And so Lee opted to go 2 rails out, try to play the 5 in the same pocket, overroll a little bit, but still has a doable shot. Gets it just fine. Gets good shape on the 7 with a natural angle. He's going to go to the side rail and back out across the table. Ideally looking to maybe get here. Okay, so yep, do the draw, which I don't know. It was a little different from how I would have played it. However, it's working out and he's feeling it. So unfortunately, ended up missing. Leave Josh a very makeable shot, and now where Josh will be having to play the draw to try to get into this area. Now he's having to elevate because he's on near the rail. Anytime you elevate, your accuracy is affected. So keep that in mind, folks. Anytime you're elevating from a rail or elevating at all to shoot a shot, your accuracy is affected. He didn't quite get over far enough that he wanted, so he's in a funny body position here. Ended up using his extension, but still didn't give him the stance he wanted, so he has the crutch out. As thin as this 9 is, it's a matter of running down, back out. It's fortunate enough for the 9 to fall, but as you can see, there's no great shape. Still a very makeable shot, but under these conditions, it's not going to be easy. This is a big shot. Oh my goodness. Wow. The 10 ball was made for TV right there. Hung there and rattled. The room kind of did the collective gasp, and then the 10 fell down. And then the room erupted in laughter as that. We've all had that happen one time or another. But yeah. It's so make you hold your breath for a second. As expected, this is a hard fight. Both guys are strong shooters, and we're getting to watch a great match. To those watching, you see Josh is wearing a Harold Prime Memorial Tournament shirt. just were in Spokane a couple of weekends ago to play that tournament. Our friend Harold passed away tragically a few years ago, and we have an annual memorial tournament in his honor.
It's definitely one of the highlight events of the year.
So you see Josh drive breaks. You see the one ball's tied up at the top of the table with the 6, and Lee has the option to roll out or be aggressive, whichever way he wants to go. He's calling a push. So push, roll out, they are basically the same thing. So now wherever he rolls out to, Josh will have the option to shoot or return it to Lee to have Lee shoot. And I'm going to guess he is going to return this. And he does. So I can tell you, if there was a clear path between 7 and 9 to see the edge of the 1, where you could clip it and the 6 hold it there and the cue ball goes back down the table, Josh would have shot that. But because there wasn't, he's hitting too much of the 1. There's too big a percentage to have a failed shot or failed save. So therefore he handed it back to Lee. Lee is called the bank. I don't know that the cue ball can get out of the way in time. And it did not, so there was the double hit on the 1, and that's why it went to the side row versus going straight down. However, it did not leave Josh the easiest of shots, and the 2 is where it is sitting. It doesn't, from my view, it doesn't appear to go in the side unless you get to the bottom area of the table, then maybe past the point. So if it does, Josh has to make this back to the 1 ball and try to spin his way down. So he tried to use the 4 for the cue ball to spin off the 4 and go past the 9 for that, but Josh is forced to kick into the side. Okay, so Josh hopped to the 2 rail. Did not make the ball, but he did get a good hit. So when 2 rails, took the edge of the 2, and the cue ball went up table. Now it does look like, even from this cue ball position, that 2 ball is making on the side. It's a good cut. If you're going to shoot it, the best way is to load up on inside English. So in this case, right English, so that it cuts the ball and then slides down. So now he's got a little angle here. The 4 ball is right here. So he can just go forward and out and have a good look at the 4 ball. So he decided to punch through and it stopped perfectly. So he has a nice angle to get to the 5 as well. So the 5 and the 6 might be a little difficult as they were on opposite ends of the table. But as you can see, he's on the correct side of the 5. By correct side, I mean the cue ball's natural line is to go away towards the 6. So he doesn't have to do a whole lot to get down there. And just like that, he has a good look at the 6 ball. And so now he can just stun over, play the 7 in the side. Come to short, he'll have the corner as well. Okay, so 7 corner, 8 in the same corner, 9 in the side, 10 in the corner. And that looks like that's how he's going to play it. Just draw this back just a touch. Okay, so he's got a good angle that's going to move around. Now for me, I would be going 2 rails around, but he's opting just to roll it. So for me, because I like to use rails, I would come this way. But there's nothing wrong with how he did it either. As you can see, he had a great look at the 10. Those are preferences. And he doubles Josh's score. He takes an 8-4 lead. It's his rack and break. Alright, so Josh at the table. He overstroked that. Still doable, but not quite where he wanted to be. So now he'll just have to roll this in. Yeah, see, and that's the result of not getting the shape he was looking for. Alright, so that was a tough miss on the 6 for Josh. And then that brought Lee to the table, and he is working at it now. And this 10 in the side to take a 9-4 lead. All right, so Lee has a dry break, and Josh off to play a safety. May have left part of the ball in the window there. All right, folks. Apologies to all for all the technical issues. Not sure why, what's causing the audio issues, but it's being looked into and worked on. In any case, Lee dismissed the kick at the 1 ball, bringing Josh to the table with ball in hand. The 2 ball is here, putting it in a tough position. And then the 4 and 7 are tied up, makes that tough as well. So Josh may opt to play another safety here. So he was trying to marry the cue ball to the back of the 10. It did not. Compton gave it a gap. And the big difference in those is when they're married, it typically takes away a 1-rail kick. You end up having to go 2. But in this case, it opens it up. But Lee fired at it and missed it. And so now those of you who know 3-foul rule, so I guess that was a 3rd foul. I was not paying attention, but Josh won that one on 3-foul. That was also a rule they had agreed upon. Now, if anyone knows, in 3-foul, you have to let your opponent know when they are on 2. And then if they foul again, then that is a loss of game. Now, if they were to fail and letting their opponent know that they're on 2, then they would remain on 2. So, in any case, now the match is 5-8. Josh up to rack and break. So Josh made a ball on the break. Looks to be the 8 ball. He doesn't have a good shot on the 1. Yeah, no last two. Nice. Alright, so the match is 5-9. Lee's in the lead. Has no shot on the one, he's hooked. So he'll be kicking at this. Alright, so the one ball looks to be hanging in the corner there, but Josh will be kicking, and he's looking to be kicking at a 3-rail. Trying to come in through here. It was close, but managed to hit the 9 first, and that brings Lee to the table with ball in hand. And from here, the table is laid out pretty decent. Good opportunity for Lee to take a 10-5 lead. So we shall see. Well, an unfortunate miss by Lee, but a fortunate safety also. This is jumpable. Josh jumps pretty good. But it is in that kind of position where it could be a little tough for him. I think he would prefer to jump versus kick, but he may be opting for the kick just because of the better bridge, better footing, everything. So he's going the aggressive route, going the long way to the 3 in an attempt to pocket it. He has a path between the 10 and 5 to come off the bottom rail also through here to just get a hit, but not knowing how they're going to lay out could be affecting this decision. Alright, so Josh gets a hit, clipped the 3 on the way back, and Cuba made it all the way up table and touched the rail, leaving Lee a shot. A long shot, but it's a shot. And he hit it at great speed, give himself a good look at the 4 and the 5. Now he can use inside English to come here and come back out. And he's in a good position to cut this ball and play to this area for the 6 on the side if he wants. He ended up hitting that much harder than needed. But still doable. He opted for the 9, so he's playing the combo to the corner. Okay, so he left steep cut. Josh could play the combo, the bank combo, and play the 7 ball. Looks like he's looking at that now. Okay, so Lee has double up 10-5, and they are going to take a quick break. So I will too. So shall return in just a few. All right, folks. We're currently in a player break, and in this time, we are working with the EvoSports guys to try to pinpoint the audio issues. And apparently the stream wasn't on the YouTube channel, and so I can only share it through Facebook or through text. The YouTube part of it has been fixed. It's on the EvoSports YouTube channel now. So we'll try to see if we can keep moving in the correct direction here.
Very rich.
Nothing new with me either. Oh, I told you about my sister.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Colin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me? Rich, can you hear me?
All right, folks, we are back in action here. Lee had a tough shot on the 3. Leaves Josh a tough shot on the 3. But a doable one, and the 5 ball's right here, so he can play 2 rails out and come into the line of the 5, and then he'll be good. But we'll see what happens.
Hey, Rich, can you hear me?
All right, so Josh missed the 3. He got good on the 5. Looks like Lee missed a 3 ball with a miscue and left it in a decent position for Josh to combo the 8 in here. The important part is to control the 3 ball. Make sure you have a shot. I hit that thinner than he wanted to, I think, forcing the cue ball to run up table and now left in a tough spot. So I almost think the safety is the play here. Very nicely done. Almost got perfectly behind the 7 ball, which would have been the most ideal, but still a very tough position. He may have this one railer, which getting behind the 7 would have taken away, but still he's kicking, so this could be a good opportunity for Josh here to close the gap. So Lee gets a great hit, but unfortunately left the 3 right in front of the sign. Leave Josh good position here. So Josh is running out, got good 2-rail shape on the 10, a little longer shot than he probably hoped, but still a shot at the 10. And this to close the gap to 6-10, and he drills it. So still very much in this.
Damn it!
So this match is far from over. But the thing with winter break is, a player can get on a run. Kind of what's happened here, and Lee has been punishing Josh for his mistakes. Took a nice lead, give himself a little cushion. But in any race, whatever the number is, can't let off the gas pedal. And Josh can't mentally check out either. He needs to stay in this and fight. So let's keep watching, see what happens. So Josh crushed a break and had a good starting shot. And everything is laid out nicely for him to get a break and run here, which will be big for Josh. Making up 2 games would be a real good deal here.
He finally got it. Yeah, I had it like send it.
Okay, let's try it one more time. I guess you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear it. Yes, you have speaker turned off. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Can you hit the mute button on the top left twice? The green microphone icon on the top left.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
ray one. Are you in ray one? And hit it one more time. Okay. Can you say something? Okay, you are quiet still. That means it's work. Okay. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
It's functional. Yes.
Awesome, man. I appreciate your help. I can't
Yeah.
believe
That's okay.
I'm so dumb like that.
Anytime. Anytime.
Alright, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, I'm glad
It's
it wasn't
Tempo now.
difficult.
Yeah. Still way to go. Like this race to 21.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a ways to go yet. So,
Yeah. Oh,
so
almost.
you just at home today?
I'm actually visiting a friend right now, so I might just hop off in a second. I just want to take
All
a
right,
look
man.
here. Okay, you take care.
Thank you, Colin. I
And
appreciate
yeah,
it.
I will yell the space so Sophia can join later.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye. All right, so back to the action. The match has closed up a little bit. It's 7-10. So Lee still has a 3-game lead, and now he's at the table after Josh has hung to 2. So everything should be fixed now. Sophia may be jumping back in, and then all the audio issues should be clear, hopefully. Okay, so Josh may be partially booked here. Kind of looks like he is. He's going to have to bend it a little bit around the 8, and then he also wants to hit the rail first to come out this way. So never mind my squiggly line, but yeah, he's up to have to jump now, but it's the same thing. I mean, he can hit the right side of the ball, but you know, with a jump cue, it's hard to put English on. It's doable, but you know, it's not the easiest. Oh, Josh miscues the jump and gives Lee ball in hand on 5. Now this could be big because Lee gets out here. That opens it back to 4 games. So you see the path Lee just took. That's the path Josh was trying to take initially with the masse and then with the jump. Excuse me. Now, I'm assuming, having played shape there, that the 7 goes by the 9, goes through this window. And it does, and so with this shot here, you can cut it with the cue ball, come back out, kind of where he's at. Just like that. And now you can opt for 1 rail or 2 rail to shoot the 10 in the same pocket. So that was a big game. Well, Sophia, I can see you're logged back in, but I still don't hear you talking. I heard some noises. That's about it.
I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Oh, I can hear you now.
I can hear you too. Success.
Yeah, so apparently it was my laptop. I had a setting in there, and which I kind of figured it was something on my end because a lot of the issues I've had anytime when I'm streaming is
On your end.
on my end. It turns out, but luckily,
Yay.
the guys at Evo are awesome at troubleshooting.
Yes, shout out to Colin for jumping in and handling that pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm just glad it was a quick fix and nothing, that was going to be difficult or anything. But, all right. Here we are past the midway point, and we're finally in it together now.
Hey, but, Josh did make a little comeback. He shortened the gap down to 4 games.
Yeah, that game just now was a big one. That would have really kept the momentum in Josh's favor had he got out there. But that miscue on the jump was big, and then Lee run the table out. So he's still feeling good, and Josh needs to clean up his end a little more and start putting pressure on him, because if you keep letting Lee shoot freely, he's going to keep racking up games.
For sure. I mean, winter break in 10 ball, anything can happen. There's still a lot of pool left.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's a 7-foot table, correct?
Yes, it is.
You don't want to put too much power like that in a 10 ball break, I think, personally, because you want to be able to give those wing balls a chance to hit those side pockets. But he put a lot of force into that break.
He did, but I can say, because like my 10 ball break, I full swing at it too, and the best thing is to hit that 1 ball square. If you can hit it square, even if you hit it with a ton of power, then one of those first 2 balls behind the 1 ball will go in the side, if not both. But anytime I don't hit it square, then I end up with a dry break, or the cue ball gets running around everywhere, or I scratch it just like that one did.
Yeah.
So no matter what power you hit with, hitting it square is the optimal thing to do.
You are right.
And I think that's a big part of Shane Van Boning's success with any one of his breaks, because he hits it so squarely. All that power transfers in there, and just makes things happen for him. See, Josh at the table here. He get around the 9, just like that. Ended up coming in too hot, but
he'll be all right.
Yeah, he's good.
He'll be all right. A little stop shot here. Get on the 7.
Yeah.
Done it over a little bit.
So while he's doing his thing, let me ask you, Sophia, what have you been up to?
Oh gosh. So
When
I've been
I
working.
saw you in Spokane at the Harold Prime Memorial
Yes.
Tournament, but have you been playing anything else?
Not really, not beyond league. And I haven't really been jumping into a lot of tournaments. I am gearing up for the Northwest Women's Pool Association. Our tour stop's starting here fairly soon.
Where's when it starts back up? What locations are going to be at? What venue?
we're solidifying the schedule now, but I mean,
Okay.
yeah. So we'll have a concrete idea. I will say that Ox is in play, Scratch, Players, and a few places in Oregon, Babaloo's. We'll take care of it. We'll get it posted ASAP. But yeah, it's exciting. I love the women's tour. It's something special to my heart for sure.
Yeah, we have a tour player here, Dora Valdez.
Yes.
And Susan Dasher. They both play, and I saw them today in here. They were practicing for quite a few hours. So they're always working on their game and putting time in, and that's awesome to see.
That's what I need to do. I need to find time I need to have pool time instead of.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so looks like Josh missed that 5 ball and then brought lead to the table, and he run it out to extend his lead.
Yeah, I didn't think that Josh would miss that 5 ball. Dang it.
Yeah. I didn't think of it either. I figured, everything was pretty standard looking, but that's the mindset that can get you in trouble when you're shooting too. Just thinking, it is what it is. It's pretty basic.
Yeah.
You got to give every shot, no matter what it is, its due focus and attention.
Yes. The easiest shots are the easiest ones to miss.
Absolutely, and I'm sure we've all done it many times. I know I certainly have.
Heck yeah. If you haven't done it yet, you're going to do it.
Exactly.
All right, let's see if he's going to hit this one square this time. He did.
Well,
but it's still scratched.
Yeah, he got the unfortunate kick.
But see, with too much power, those wing balls don't seem to go into the side pockets. That's what I've noticed. And,
yeah.
I mean, I got to see how you break. Didn't quite leave him anything great here either. I mean,
right, the 2 ball, the tricky one. So he'd almost be righteous in playing this 1 ball up in the corner there and roll up a little bit and just play safe. Send the 2 down table and block up on the 8 ball.
I like that.
Especially since these guys are doing 3 foul. And that's probably what he's going to go for, because really there's no point trying something crazy to try to get a good look at the 2.
I want him to be frozen up against that 8 ball, like lock up that safety really well. But
I would have tried to get under it a little more, and then
yes.
Ugh.
I think he might have left an edge.
That's not a bad way to have played that, to send the 2 ball down table more, playing it off that 9, but then you see the unfortunate side of that is that 9 come back and gave the 2 ball bump and put Lee right in the window.
Mm-hmm.
And not just the window to see the ball, but to make the shot even.
Can he make it?
And, there's not much he has to do for shape with the 4 ball right there.
Oh, gosh.
Well, yeah, this table's tough. That's why we put the stream on this one. This is our newest table, and it's one of 2 that we have here that have a deep shelf in them. So any kind of rattle will typically hang the ball. The other 3 tables here at the Dutch do not have that. So they're a little bit more receptive to hits that aren't perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But I always play on this table or the other deep shelf table just because it forces you to be more accurate.
I think he's going to have to go 3 rail out to get to the 5. That's perfect.
Yeah, he hit that perfect.
Yes, he did.
And so now he has the option. He can roll forward and play the 6 to the side, or he can just draw this back and play the 6 in the other corner. He's looking at everything right now, so he can map out his out. Because the 8-ball is going to be tough. You don't want to have to shoot that combo if you don't have to, but at the same time, it's not a very tough one either. So you just got to make your decision before you start doing your route.
I drew the line where he does not want to roll too much forward to. Oh, he went crazy.
Yeah, he definitely overhit that, which tells me he's pretty amped up.
Yes. He played that little sporty, but I like this shot here still too. He can still make that 6-ball in both of the corner pockets. He's in good position.
Yeah, I wouldn't have played shape for that, but he's lucky that the 6 passed the 10, and so it still allowed him to play out the way he wanted to. And now he's kind of shooting fast, and therefore didn't get where he needed to for the combo, so he kind of forced into a bad position here.
When the 7 was there, I thought that he would draw, hit it with draw left, and then bring the cue ball out like basically towards here somewhere.
Well, I think too he might have been trying that, or maybe even here for the combo, but because he was shooting so fast, he didn't get the quite the tip position on the cue ball he wanted, and so now he's ended up in this spot. Now the safety I see here is to kind of play the 8 into this area and send the cue ball out.
I liked what he was planning there. I didn't think he wanted to make it. I want to say he wanted to hide the cue ball behind the 9 and leave the 8-ball more downstream towards the 10.
Yeah, I think so too, but he did not get behind the 9. And so playing the safety the way I drew it there, it allows you more room for error.
Agreed, because you're going to leave. Yeah, you'll leave the 8-ball down on the rail.
Yeah, so even if I let him see the ball, I'm not leaving him something, very makeable. He'd have to pull off a shot. And boy, he just stroked that one real nice.
He sure did. He left himself.
Yeah, he left himself a very doable shot here.
Oh yeah, he can back cut it.
Yeah. So in the beginning of the stream, when I couldn't hear you, was I just talking over you?
Yes, and I was talking over you, and it was just so awkward, so awkward. And I was like, I don't really want to say anything, and I'm like, oh, when do I jump in? But it worked out.
It was weird because I could see you drawing and stuff, but but I couldn't hear you speaking, so I just went about my thing and just hope for the best.
All right, he's going to try to back cut this. He's going to send that cue ball wild, though. Okay. He needs to teach me that. He willed that in.
Yeah, he that pretty good. But, the thing is he's punishing Josh for his mistakes, and that plays big in both of their heads. Unfortunately for Josh, he's on the negative side of this, so he's going to have to pull it together. Lee's feeling pretty good, so, and then this 6-game lead here, he's, it just allows him to play free, and so it's definitely going to be tough for Josh, but it's well within him to make that comeback, but he's going to need to start doing it now.
Agreed. No more mercy. Let's get this to Hill.
Yeah, that'd be great to see. Have a match go that tight.
And that's a dry break. He let off the power, but
he might. Maybe he heard you.
No, but I don't think he hit that. Hit the head ball square. Still.
Well, the 2's kind of in a tough spot. I mean, there's a little bit of an angle on the small ball, so you can kind of just sort of drift over to the side rail. Hopefully, it's for the 2 on the side, or he might even just, he's just trying to roll over there.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a tough lead, but I think Lee can see the edge of this one, and he's an aggressive player, so there's a good chance that he's going to try for this.
He could also get rail first with a lot of left spin.
So he just looked at his line through there, so if he makes that one. The cue ball should come through that window between the 8 and 10. So it's just a speed control thing here to get a good look at this 2 ball. So what's your Fargo these days, Sophia?
It is 483.
So it's moving up then, right?
483, 44. Yes, and I was at one point in time I was so close to 500, and then all of a sudden I had a huge dip down, but I didn't think I played anything. Oh, I'm 487 now. What the heck? I was like,
well,
it happens overnight. 3 points overnight.
Yeah, sometimes your like games go into your robustness, but your Fargo doesn't change, and then the next day everything updates and boom, your Fargo adjusts to that. It just happened to me as well. I just dropped 3 more points.
You should be gaining points, not dropping points, sir.
It's a little tough to do when your left hand don't cooperate all the time.
Yeah, you're doing amazingly though. You've had a challenge to overcome, and you're doing it. You're killing it.
Yeah, the fact that I'm still holding over 600 is, it makes me happy, but it's frustrating at the same time.
I hear
watching
you.
my Fargo go down and having the struggles I have. But lucky for me, the knowledge side of it is still there. I just got to get the execution side to catch back up.
Josh just made a really nice masse. That was a little distance there.
He did, but I would expect him to make the shot. He wants to go back and forth like that.
Oh, he's giving himself a lot of distance, though. It's all right, 7-foot table. No big deal.
Right? He's probably going to 2-rail this, I'm thinking. So I'm going to draw my line. Hopefully get above the 7 and then come out. If it hits a 7, it's going to change things.
Hey, dang near perfectly on your line. And
right?
No love.
Yeah. That's going to be... But see, this is the kind of thing right here, because Josh has the pressure on him to try to close this gap. And then these kind of errors happen, and then Lee has been punishing him on every one of those.
He gets a little funny here on the 6. Let's see what he does. He's going to have to either bank it out or a safety, huh?
Like I said, he's pretty aggressive, so he's calling the bank. Now, the important part of this bank is to be aware of what your cue ball is going to do, so that you know you have a shot coming up.
You run into that 9, you leave your cue ball at the mercy of staying towards the end of that table.
Yeah. If it misses the 9 and gets up on the side rail, it could be hooked altogether.
What a shot. How did he shoot that?
Yeah, he hit
nice.
that perfect. Yeah, he hit that really nice. And gave himself a good look with a nice angle to work with for the 8.
What was that, like a bottom left?
Yeah. Okay, so he ended up on the 50-yard line for the 8 ball, which is going to make shape on the 9 tough, because you're going to be forced to use some English now to avoid the scratch and to get it to run rails to get down table. You almost want to play here, so the cue ball goes like this, because if you go the opposite way, you have to add this rail in to where the cue ball comes out this way. They're both doable, and so he opted that route, and there it is. That's exactly what I was talking about. You have to hit it with the speed to contact that last rail to get out from the 9, which he did nicely. So now he can't come up too high on the table because of where that 10 ball's sitting. Staying below it will allow it to play at the side. And so you see there how he used spin to cut that ball versus speed, and that left him a nice angle on the 10 here. All right, so nice out by Lee.
I was saying those side pocket shots are nice. I mean, as long as you can catch that lip, you're in.
Yeah, that's the only thing nice about diamond. You know, they do have tight pockets stuff. Them side pockets, they're very, very welcoming.
Yes.
Many times I've shot shots into the side with speed, and it just takes them. So
It sure does.
but you just have you just have to remember, like if you go out and play on a different kind of table, that it's not going to be as generous. So you got to tone it down on the side pockets, otherwise it rattles and pops right back out.
Yes. All right, so the score's at 13-7. I feel like Josh is about to hit a comeback.
Well, he's going to need to, because it's almost at that point. So I think Lee pocketed the ball on the break, and
Got a little icky on the one.
yeah, but I see a safety coming up right here. Just gonna nudge it and then nestle up against that 8-ball. And that'd be the play I go for, anyway. Just because the angle's there, it's all set up. You just got to graze that one, just to push it maybe a couple balls forward, and the tighter you get on the 8, the better. If there's a gap, then you allow for a 1-rail kick. If there's no gap, then you're forcing the minimum of 2. He's in there good too.
That is gross.
Yeah, so this is definitely a minimum of 2-rail
2
kick.
rails. Yep. Yeesh.
You're down 7 games, and you come to the table looking at this. You're not feeling real good about it.
No, I'm going at this hitting left English. Yep. Oh, he's so close to it too. Left English on that.
One thing I'm noticing though, Josh seems to be firing at shots quicker than he normally does. He normally tries to maintain a certain pace of play, and he speeds up when he's like shooting really well. Kind of like how Lee's feeling right now, where he's just kind of smooth sailing. When Josh is feeling that way, his tempo goes up, and then when he's frustrated, his tempo goes up. That's a common thing with players, but at the same time, you really have to manage that so that your mindset stays positive.
100% agreed. Now, is the 4-5 wired, and that's why he wasn't too worried about trying to break it out?
It kind of looks that way, and it might be because he played shape to it.
He sure did, because I figured he would have tried to break it out when he was on that too. Oh, he's looking at it now. We'll see. Now you have to know about diamonds. Diamonds are not forgiving in any of the pockets except for the sides.
Right.
Yeah, he got good.
Yeah, and that kind of tends to be the thing that happens when you're shooting well, things go your way. This stuff like this with that 4 locking up right there, it's just going to add to Josh's frustration. Isn't going to help him at all. So he needs to continue to play smart here, or not turn aggressive, trying to catch up. Playing smart. He played a great safety here. Lee is grabbing the old jump cue.
They both seem to be able to jump pretty well.
Yeah.
I know Josh has that one unfortunate miscue, but I've seen him shoot and jump before, so I know his playbook.
Yeah, part of what fed that miscue was him having to have one leg up on the table. And,
yeah.
All those kind of things.
What
Lee,
a shot.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Not only did he drill it, but he got over there perfect shape
Perfect.
on the 5.
He can just stun right over to the 7.
But like I mentioned earlier, when things go your way, everything goes your way.
Jeez Louise.
But he's shooting well. Can't take nothing from him. He's doing everything he's supposed to do. And the things that have gone against him, he is not allowed to mentally, or he hasn't let it change his mental state. And I think that has a big part of it, why he's in the position he is in this match.
He jumps up and doubles up.
Yeah, so he's 6 games away.
Anything can happen, though.
That's true. It's never over till it's over.
Tell Josh he needs to go wash his hands or take a quick fresh air break.
I think right now I'll stay away from him.
You know him best. I think that's a good call.
Well, he's similar to me. Like when I'm in a position like this, or even if I'm in Lee's position, I'd rather just be left alone. That
I'm
way,
bothering you next time.
You don't ever bother me, so you'd be all right.
Challenge accepted. All right. Okay, both of his wing balls made it in that time. All right.
I made a few balls. And got a good look at this one ball. Not the easiest to cut, but it is cuttable.
He's playing 7-ball now. Oh.
So yeah, here in a couple weeks, we're taking off to Vegas for Worlds.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have many friends going.
And why aren't you?
So I will share my side of my story and my experience with you off stream.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, he got a little love there. That one ball was stay up.
Yeah, I'm only going for teams. We're going down there. We're going to drive down, play teams, and then come back, and then Lincoln City in March, and then in April, another player from here. He and I are going to Oregon to play in that 1300 Scotch doubles tournament.
Yes, that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that'll be a good one because I saw the teams that are all signed up, and every team is stacked.
Yes, it is.
So
Zach
it's
Zager
going to
is
be a true test. Yeah.
Zach Zager's the one putting that on, right?
Yeah.
EvoSports
Yeah, that one will
house.
be. Yeah, I'm gonna I'll definitely have to start practicing that. But even in March in Lincoln City, I'm only playing teams because I'm volunteering, so I'll be doing some work, and I know they're nice enough to work around, playing schedules and things like that. But I figured I'd just play the teams, just like I did back in for the 9-ball. It worked out. It was good.
I will be there in spirit.
Hey, you're gonna have to get yourself qualified here sooner or later, so we can play one of these days.
Right. I will be qualified for October, so I will be in Lincoln City in October.
Good.
Now, Josh has got some work here to do. He can cut that, but being over that 4-ball is really tough. Or he can play a safety, but he gives Lee vision.
That's actually not a bad safety. I think Lee can see the left edge of the 3, so he may just clip it, come around, and try to basically put Josh in the same position that he's in right now.
Exactly. So he'll go rail over. Oh, and it's going to tap that 10.
Oh, I got the good clip of the 10.
Is he going to jump bank?
Oh,
no.
It's definitely there, but he's looking to 2-rail.
No, you jump bank this. If you try to jump bank this, you don't really leave the cue ball in a great position for the 4 anyway. I don't think, at least. Oh, no. Come back for it? No.
Oh, it was close. I almost got the 3-rail accidental hit, but... See, so this is another one, and, Josh was sitting over there, he's very frustrated. Rightfully so, I get it. But man, it's, being down this much, that was big. You gotta get your hits.
And seriously, one game can change the momentum.
Absolutely. So he's pretty straight on the 6, so I expect to just draw straight back, kind of about where he is now. Come up with a little angle so he can draw and then get above the 10 to play in that bottom left corner, or if he wants to move the cue ball around, he could put a little inside on this, go 3 rails around, and then shoot in the corner by where he's standing. So, completely up to him.
Oh, he
Yeah,
avoided.
That's the dangerous side of that, is bring it when you just draw, you bring that side pocket into play, but he hit it at a good speed so that it did not. Some people have a tendency to shoot that with speed, which tightens that angle up, and the cue ball goes right in that side pocket almost every time. But hitting it a little slower allows the spin to take effect and pull it below. So that's a good shot.
How are people in Yakima handling the snow, the weather?
Well, I always got the same people who can't drive.
Why do I feel like
drivers.
you're looking at me, even though you can't see me?
Well, today was a nice day for the most part. Most of the snow seemed to melt off, and then it did snow during this broadcast. It was snowing there for a little while, but then that kind of went away. It looks clear out there. I don't see it built up anywhere.
All right, that's another good break on his part. Gives himself a really solid leave on the 1. He has no real problem balls here, from what I can see.
Yeah, everything looks very doable. The 5 to the 6 maybe, and I only say that because you got to get on the correct side of the 5 to be able to roll up onto the 6 to play in the corner. But other than that, everything's out there. Pretty nice layout for sure. Little dangerous play right there, but when you're playing free and swinging away free, you can do things like that.
Yes.
And not worry about too much. He's just running the cue ball all over the place now. He's feeling good.
So from here, where is he attempting to get to the 5?
Well, I would go up to the rail and back down towards the center. Okay, so the reason why it created that much angle is because of the speed at which he hit that. The cue ball deflected wide from the point of contact on the 5 due to the speed. Had he hit that more of a rolling shot, then it would have went straight into the rail and come down like kind of in that window between the 8 and 10, and then he'd have the 5 he could cut to the pocket he's standing in.
And that's what I was thinking he was attempting to do, or getting to that point, but yeah, he played a 2-way here, and that was a very smart play.
Yeah, that was a good safety, and it's completely blocked too, so it's and considering where it's sitting, it's a minimum 2-rail game.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he called the side pocket for the 5.
Oh no.
Okay, never mind. I thought I saw him pointing his cue stick over there, and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh gosh, no love, just
none at all. Alright? The thing is, let's see, I think Lee is creating.
He's free rolling right now.
He is, and he's playing timely safeties and things of that nature, and keeping Josh up his heels, keeping him frustrated. Because every time Josh comes to the table, look, he's kicking or jumping, and then when he does it, whether he gets a hit or not, he'll be scratching, or he leaves the ball out in the open, and he's shooting good, and getting free rolling, so he's running it out. But this match was highly anticipated, so these two guys have been kind of putting this into work for a couple of years now, and there's actually quite a few people here at the Dutch watching it live, and I see there's 53 people in the stream. Now
they're going to run it back. They have to run it back.
Oh, yeah. But, we're getting bigger build-up in the stream now that the issues have been resolved. But I can tell you, just the audio was on my end. Because it wasn't, the stream wasn't going to the EvoSports YouTube, even we were streaming, and I could share the link through my phone and through Facebook. You couldn't go to YouTube and find it, but that's been resolved as well. So
No, I don't know how he feels about this. Is he going all the way down? No, he's not. And I feel like Josh, you can easily cut this in.
well, I don't know about easily. Maybe if he was shooting some, then but every time he gets up to the table, he's kicking or jumping. So now he's got a shot. Depends on where his head is at. He needs to make this. Has he?
Oh, no.
Normally, that'd be something he'd make. But he hasn't been shooting. He's just kind of cold, out of rhythm.
I know what that's like.
Yeah, and so this gives Lee another great opportunity here to extend his lead, which is just going to add to Josh's frustration. The one thing Lee has to be careful of in this kind of situation is, having that power draw right there and scratch or something like that.
Yes.
You don't want to change the outcome. If it's in your favor, do things to keep it in your favor. Don't change anything. And so far, he's doing a great job of it, and it's showing in the score. Everything. He's just attacking game after game on there, and that's exactly what his game plan was coming in, and he's executing it.
All right. Is the score accurate at this point?
It is.
Okay. Sorry, excuse me.
Well, when they first told me they were going to do a race at 21, the reason why I scheduled this for 3 in the afternoon, I thought it would take a lot longer. But here we are at 5:30, and Lee's only 4 games out. Granted, it's not over.
No, absolutely not.
But at the rate things are going, I just have to assume, as much as I don't want to assume, but I don't see things slowing down much because I'm not seeing anything that tells me otherwise so far.
Yeah, I like drawing out into the center of the table for this. Yeah. Ooh, is it gonna get there? Oh, he is so smooth with it. If that were me, that was gonna go in the drink all day, all day.
Are you sure? Because I'm not gonna be real like saying this, but most girls don't draw very well.
Oh, how dare you! I shall
Right.
prove you wrong.
I said most. I didn't say
He
you.
said most. He said most, right?
But I have seen it a lot where they just don't stroke through the ball. I mean, there's plenty that do it well. Because there's plenty of guys that don't do it well also. But just for I just had to throw that out there just to get you going. Surprised the comments aren't blowing up. All right, so cinch it on the 6, go back and forth, kind of just like that. And you'll end up perfect on the 7, where you can just draw, stun back, and then that'll give him a nice angle to cut the 8, go 1 rail back down table.
Just like that.
Yeah, he's definitely free swinging. There's
He's
no
feeling
worries
good.
right now. Oh yeah, he is, and he should. He built up a nice lead. There's that 1 rail down, and got a perfect on the 10 here.
And here's the thing to remember: you don't have to be perfect when you're a 600 or close to a 600 player. You should be able to make balls in various angles. A lot of people, I notice, they tend to try to get so perfect, and then they get disappointed when they still have a perfectly good shot, but they want to express a disappointment when they get in range.
That. So what's actually happening is, so in your head you have you're visualizing the shape, the shot, everything comes off, how it comes off the rail, where it's going to end up, and sometimes you mishit it by a little bit one way or the other, and even though the cue ball ends up in a position where you still have a nice shot, it's not where you envisioned it. So then you get the eye roll and stand there for just a second. And it's not any kind of disappointment in the sense that they don't have a shot. It's just you had a higher expectation.
I can see that. I
Just-
can understand.
I've done that many times myself too, where you just even when you're especially when you're feeling it, because the shapes are all working out where you want, and you play a shot and it rolls like 2 balls too far. Yeah, you still got a great shot, but it wasn't where I was planning to play shape. And players with that high skill level, that if you see them doing that, that's more the reason why than not having the shot per se,
Mhm.
because it didn't go exactly where they were thinking it was going to go, or where they were trying to make it go.
He leaves himself a little long on that 3, and it looks like he can just go forward a little bit.
Yeah. The way he's shooting, I expect him to make it. And,
Oh.
there it is.
Yep,
Perfect.
there it is.
So
I don't know
now
if
he's
he-
got
yeah.
I don't think he wanted to roll that far. 'Cause
No.
Now with the angle he's got, he cuts it. He wants to go 4 to 5. That?
He's okay.
Oh yeah, he he hit that just right. Now he can, whatever he wants to do here, whether he wants to draw back to where he's standing, or if he wants to go forward 2 rails and play. Yeah, he decided to come back.
Yeah, that 7 ball went into all 6 pockets, so he could have been anywhere.
Yeah, and when you're feeling it, you literally could be anywhere and still pocket that ball.
A show. Is that a little sniffle I hear?
It is.
Oh no! And then I've got my stuffiness too. Jeez. Hard to be healthy when we're our age.
Yeah. When I was, the last few days, I've had, I don't know if it was cold, because it wasn't like a full-on cold, but I was a little under the weather. And when I get that way, my nose gets stuffy. And so, that gives me the nasally sound versus my normal yucky sound.
Stop. Okay. All right, Josh. Here's your
All
chance.
right. Here's a chance. It didn't get left the easiest of shots.
It's a tough back cut.
It is, and you gotta holding the cue ball for the 10 is gonna be almost impossible. So you almost have to let it run all the way around the world and come back down. In which case, that has to be really good speed control. There is the safety option. Playing the 9 ball, banking it over to there, and then the cue ball kind of like this. But he's in a situation where he almost has to fire. But you see what I mean? Or he knew too that he couldn't hold for it, so he had to let it go. And he had a doable 10 ball shot right there. But that's the important part, and that was to make the 9.
He's just gonna put top on this and then get off the rail and jump over for that. Oh wow! Okay, but then he doesn't leave in anything. He's just
right.
Josh is just not getting love.
He is not, and that just builds into the frustration here.
For sure.
He might be able to. Oh no, he's kicking.
I don't like that though. I don't like
why?
giving Lee a chance to shoot anything at this point.
Yeah, but
but he didn't have much.
Kicking, you were going to leave a shot. Kicking the way he did, he created distance, and distance is your friend.
Aw, that's cute.
And it worked this time.
Oh no, is he gonna pick him again?
Yeah, of course.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, so now he's going to kick offensively and try to make this. So, yeah, this is a doable kick. It's not the preferred choice, but
it's there,
just
money.
Like that. And so now Josh is forced to decide whether he wants to cut this or bank. Now the thing with the cut, you got to really control the cue ball to eliminate the scratch possibility. It looks like he's going for the cut.
He's going for the cut. And it's
Wow.
beautifully done.
What a great out. And, that not being an easy out, that could very well be the kickstart that Josh needs.
That is the catalyst to his
Yeah, I mean, he's got
his run here.
Road,
Yes.
but, to pull that game out, considering, he had to kick twice. So maybe, gives him a little momentum. We'll see what happens here. So I don't know if you've seen, Sophia, the tournaments that have coming up. I noticed you haven't signed up for any of them.
I have a hard time being able to commit, especially if I have my daughter for the weekend.
Yeah, I get that.
But I'm going to have to look at your tournament schedule and try to make it out.
I have a Big Scott triples 9-ball one in April, and then I have one in May that's singles, but that's going to be 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball. It'll be Racker's Choice.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's a little
I need to put together a team for April. Are there more spots left?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And it's handicapped too, so you don't have to try to build a team that's going to be the top of the cap.
Now, are they playing 10-ball in rotation, or can you early 10?
Yeah.
Oh, you can early 10.
Okay.
Wow.
Very smart.
Look at that.
So
That
smart.
was very nice too, because he spin loaded that cue ball to get that position, and it worked out great. So
He sure did. Rich, you're going to have to flash your flyers for me to see again. Oh, let's go.
do you follow the Yakima Pool Tournaments page?
I do.
Okay, well, they're on there.
They're on there, yes.
And as we get near, I'll start blasting them out there again.
I do like the Northwest Billiards page. Is it listed on the Northwest Billiards page?
I don't think I posted those on there, which I will.
Yeah, you got to get them on there. That's where a lot of people that I know tend to go look at the Northwest Billiards page.
Yeah, I posted the flyer for this matchup in there.
Josh wanted more angle on that.
Yeah, especially with that 8-ball being there.
Yeah. Is he going to avoid that 9? That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
No, he did not. So I feel like he should be able to jump this. Oh. Did he get some love here? He got love.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, but Lee's a good jumper too.
Yeah, but anytime you have to kick or jump, percentage goes down on pocketing that ball. And it looks like now Josh is starting to get some rolls, which he wasn't earlier. But Lee does jump well, and proven by the jump he made earlier, I think, to the 4-ball.
Yeah.
So anything can happen here.
I like this jump in particular because if you basically jump stop it, you have yourself a good spot on that 7. Or even if you
What jump
draw.
cue do you have?
I have the OB Lift Pro. I still love it. I know there's so many other newer, nicer, and quote-unquote easier jumpers, but don't fix it if it's broken.
Exactly. No need to spend, $500-600 on a new cue just to have the latest and greatest if the one you have works just fine.
Yes, and I love jumping. Oh, he stunned it, so I don't know if he gave himself any viewage on that 7.
I think he's going to have to do it again. But yeah, he made a great shot on that 6. Got a little careless with the shape, and so it kind of hooked. But, you know, he could make this one too. You never know.
I don't like how close it is to the
two.
rail. He's got to keep that cue ball on the table. We'll see what happens.
All right. Just walk out the door.
Well, he was able to control it. But, you know, fortunately for Josh, it laid it in a position where he has a good shot here. And for me, I like to run rails, so for me, this is the position I would be playing.
I get along better with you.
I like it.
Josh likes to load up on inside English and one rail back out. So we'll see.
Get out of there.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
You know what? He got a lucky bump there. I think, yes, it's a back cut.
Yeah.
But it's still nice.
Yeah, the thing is for this is to not hit too much speed and play shape towards the center of the table. Yeah. Yep, nice and easy. Okay. He went even easier than I was thinking, but this is probably the better shot of the one I was thinking he'd end up with, so. Oh. But
I
have
no word.
Right? He shot that kind of quickly, though. You know, and like I mentioned earlier, he's just shooting at a much quicker pace. You know, he's just still frustrated. But he needs to get that under control so that he quits giving Lee chances.
Yeah.
It's a tough shot, but it is a big shot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's see, look how it lays out.
I just...
But, you know, Josh can't get frustrated with this because it's an opportunity. You know, you gotta just accept the opportunity no matter how hard it is, but at least it's a chance. You know, Lee could have made that and it would have been over. So, you know, you just gotta shake that loose and don't be upset about how it laid out. Just do your thing to try to make it.
I like this bank, though. It looks like it... Oh, never mind. Just kidding. I did like that bank.
Well, he leaves Lee, you know, kind of, I don't want to say basic, but basic.
It's that same back cut on the 8 that he had earlier, basically.
Yeah, you just got to make sure, you know, the cue ball don't get too crazy. And it should be fine. Just like that. And that was a big game. Josh really needed that.
I like the stroke that Lee uses on those back cuts. It's almost as if he's like pushing the cue ball. It's I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. Well, it was effective anyway.
Yes.
Pocketed the ball and extended his lead.
Or no, it's like you're intentionally sliding the cue ball on the felt. But yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, center pocket. Nothing wrong with that.
He is one game away from the hill in a race to 21.
Yeah, that's big. You know, I've only ever had to do a race to 21 one time, and that was in it was a couple years ago. Over at Legacy in Spokane, they did a 640 and under single elimination tournament. So every race was a race to 15, and the final was a single race to 21. And I had got food poisoning the Friday I was going over there, so I was sick to a dog. I didn't. Even
know this story. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't even make it to the auction to Calcutta, and almost, you know, I texted Josh and told him, hey, I may back out because I'm sick of a dog, but
yeah,
because he was running the auction, he never saw my text. Well, then I sold, and the next morning, I didn't feel too bad. I mean, I was really weak just because I spent all of Friday night throwing up. But then I get there and I buy half myself, and then the long races allowed me to kind of play up and down. I had some bad stretches, some good stretches, but because of the longer race, it kept me in the race.
Mm-hmm.
And I managed to do pretty well. And then I got to the final, it was a race to 21, and in there too, I had the swing where I played bad, and then I played well. We ended up going hill, and he
And you
missed
got
a
it.
6 ball, left me a bank. I banked it and then run the rest out to win. So I don't mind them.
Yeah. Race to 21 was lucky for you. Race to 15 was lucky for you too, apparently.
Yeah, I don't remember one player's name. I think it was the only time I've ever heard of his name, and I couldn't tell you what it is today. But he was so bent out of shape that I played so many safeties on him, and part of the reason why is because he didn't have a jump cue. He didn't jump, and so I used that against him, forced him to kick off it, and it just frustrated him, and and it just played into my hands. And so then after the match, he was one of his excuses. Oh, you're lucky I don't jump. I said, I'm not lucky you don't jump. You're unlucky you don't jump.
Now, I don't know what Josh wanted to do here, but he must have the carom. He's maybe looking at the carom to get to 7 I don't see what he.
He may have tried to get in for maybe the combo or the bank of the 5, back bank.
Yep, there's the carom. Very nicely done.
Nice, very nicely done. And he's got a good shot at the corner. The 5
sure
ball,
does.
So, I kind of want to say he has to win this game.
So what I don't like about this is the angle that he's at. It's going to draw towards the long rail, and the 9's blocking the 6 from going there. So how is he going to hit this? Or is he going to the side?
He needs to go.
Oh, never mind. I thought he was going
Wow.
all the way down. Okay.
So I thought that as well. Now it's going to be very tough to get to the 8.
He'll spin around at 10. There you go.
Oh, nice. Nice spin load there. But now it's just natural shape, so it's just speed control. Run this up and come across.
Don't do that. He is just
Oh.
not loving life right now.
Right?
He
Another
game.
He just got down and fired it. He's not doing his pre-shot routine or any of that. Just and this game right here is big because if Lee gets out here, it puts him on the hill, and that has a ton of pressure of its own.
What's tough though is, when you feel like you are doing everything you're supposed to do, your pre-shot routine, your focus, and all of the above, and it's not working. I understand where you just let your stroke loose and just go for speed pool.
Yeah.
But like you said, right there, he needed to tear down and really make that.
Now,
This is a gift.
Wow. So now
that is an
if
effing
you
gift.
watch, Lee just did the exact same thing. He just got down and shot it. He didn't do any of his routine, anything. He just took it for granted.
The easiest shots are the easiest ones to miss.
Yeah, and he never cut it. He just hit it dead straight. And so,
yeah, he did. Oh my gosh.
Josh really got away with one there.
That was unexpected.
Yeah, very unexpected, considering how well he is shooting.
That was fine.
Could that be the catalyst to this crazy run for Josh now?
Well, it's going to have to be now or never because,
Excuse me.
there's not a whole lot of wiggle room left.
No, not at all.
There's plenty of pressure, not only the dollar amount, but the number of viewers on the stream, the number of people here watching. So, it's a lot.
This being forever immortalized in the interweb.
You know what I should do? You should come down here for one of these matches.
I wanted to. I wanted to be there this time around, but, the weather.
Oh, no. I'm not talking as a commentator. I'm talking as a player.
Oh, I love that.
Because we do them at a minimum of $100.
Okay,
the players
I love
can
it.
do more if they want. They set the price. They pick the game. They pick the race. They pick everything. I just work with them on the date. That's
Find me a player, and I'm in.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yes.
Now, what was your Fargo again? It's 487.
487 now.
Yeah, you big dog. Check you out.
I'm still just a little pup. I'm a
I've
guppy.
seen you play.
Oh,
seen you
gosh.
play. You do just fine.
The Prime tournament.
All right. Any of the
That's beautiful.
50 people watching the show? Any of you in that Fargo range want to
Square
put
up.
up against Sophia? Oh, whoever's watching in this live stream now, I can find somebody here. You know, I've done mostly singles, but I have done a couple of Scotch doubles once. I've been thinking of trying to do maybe a Scotch triples or a team one, just to mix it up.
Josh
But,
sold out on that safety there. He did not like that.
Yeah, that's not going to work in his favor. Said he's got to really, really limit his mistakes, if not eliminate them all, because he's running out of room to give.
I think the only saving grace right now that Josh might have is how you have to go back and forth on the table between the 8, 9, and 10. The 5 and 6 are pretty easy peasy.
Yeah, so right here, you know, it's going to make a big play on how it gets on the 8.
Just draw
how
out
easy
to
it
the
gets
8.
for him to get to the 9.
Okay. What do you think he does here? Do you think he goes
He's gonna
bottom
go-
right?
Yeah, he'll go to the side rail and back out towards where he is and just higher up on the table. Just like
Mhm.
that. No, he doesn't want to be straight here.
No, he got a good
So he's
angle
got-
on it.
Yeah, he's got a good angle to go 1 or 2 rails, whatever he prefers here. But he's got a good angle to do either one.
He's going 2 rail. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Well, going the 2 rail route gives you a bigger margin for error
hmm
than just trying to go 1 rail. All right, so
He's on the
at
hill.
And he's braking.
In the words of my Sunday teammate, RK, she says, "Welcome to the hill."
So you see in the chat there's Sophia, or Willie Wong says hello.
Oh,
That
hi,
dinner.
Willie.
That Quacky is Willie. Yeah, I got a story for you.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna hate me for this.
Uh-oh.
I found out from his wife and daughter that he's a Hello Kitty fan.
Oh. Oh.
And there was one time we were over in Seattle at Uwajimaya, the Asian market there,
hmm
and they had a Hello Kitty in there. Somebody dressed up as Hello Kitty, whatever, taking pictures. There was a long line of people taking pictures, so I said, this is before I knew that, but got a picture of Willie with Hello Kitty. So,
Oh, dang, Willie. You went to Seattle for the Hello Kitty pop-up? Hey.
I'm guessing he must have knew. He must have
He knew.
knew it. You know, he just
Super
didn't
fan in
want
the
to tell
house.
me. Yeah.
Oh, you know what's crazy about this? What happens if he backbanks that 1 into the 10? Oh, never mind. Just kidding.
Yeah, that almost looks wired. So I think if he just hits that 1 ball full, then the 9 should
9
go.
is going.
But it wouldn't surprise me if an early comes up, whether it's the you know
The
1
310.
after this or the
Mhm.
310.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Okay, well now it's going to be the
Well,
110.
Josh definitely has the 110.
Yeah, and he definitely needs to do it. See,
Oh,
no,
Willie.
that's kind of.
Willie says, "No, I am not." Yes, you are,
Oh,
Willie.
yeah,
It's
he is.
okay.
It's
okay,
okay, Willie.
Embrace it. I'm a Hello Kitty fan too.
Yeah. All Chinese girls like Hello
He's
Kitty.
not going for it. What?
Wow. Surprised.
Oh, and you know what I don't like? If he's trying to combo the 2-7, if he misses, then it's donezo. Because the 310 is
Okay.
an easier combo. I guess.
See, what I don't get is if you're playing this to get to the 310, then why wouldn't you just do it on the 110?
The 110. Jeez. Maybe distance had a factor to play in it?
Yeah, same either. I had like.
Well, Josh isn't normally an early 10 guy.
He's not an early 10 guy, obviously.
Yeah, for the most part, if he feels like he can run out, he's going to go for the run out. I'm real similar to that. I'm kind of the same way. I'm not big on early, even a 9-ball. I mean, if it's there, it's there. But if it's not, I don't typically shoot them.
I feel like it was there, though.
I know that one would have been. That one's hard to pass up. Especially if you get ball in hand, so you're going to get the perfect shape you want.
And that side pocket is so huge at that angle.
So that was a pretty good shot there. He's going to play it off the 10 into the side, and that's going to let him, just basically hit a stop shot here.
Yeah, I didn't even think he needed to play off the 10. Yeah, I thought he was clear to go. No.
that goes right to the big pocket big side pockets on diamonds that we were discussing earlier, because that 6 coming from that angle was tight. That pocket was small, but he hit it in there like he had a full pocket.
He said, "Ain't nobody in a rush here. We don't need to early 10 it. We can just play it out."
Yeah, nice out, Josh. Way to run that table and
that was a very good out.
Build his confidence back up.
Agreed.
There's no room for mistakes now, so my buddy Scott Zurich, when we get together and do races every now and again, he used to always tell me, like if I would get on the hill or something like that, he'd tell me, "Well, I don't have one to give anymore." Something like, "No more to give." No, and Josh is in that same boat. He has no more to give, so he needs to do his thing here and play smart from here on, because you don't have a choice really. So you got a nice break. Made the 5-ball. Has a look at the 1. It's not the best shot. There's a thin cut to the side. You can even kind of pinch bank it if you wanted to. Either you'd be able to hold for the 2.
Oh, I'm not mad at that either.
No, I'm not either. I mean, he did play it at the best speed, because you look at his shape on the 2. So, but he knew if he missed it, it wasn't going to be pretty.
Can he back cut that in? I think he might be able to.
I don't know. He was lining up the bank to see if it got by the 10. And from what I see here, it doesn't appear to go. But
I don't know. I think it does.
You hit it hard, you get a little rail compression. It might go by.
It goes. It goes.
Yeah, so he's looking at it.
It's got to go. And I'm not worried about any kind of funky play here, because that 4 is in the way of a possible scratch, which I don't think that he would anyway if it does back cut.
Yeah, the bank on this, it almost looks to be straight on. So literally, you can just stop shot. They don't have to move the cue ball around.
Oh, wow.
Like that. So it did go. But you see hitting it with a stop shot kind of shot. It just drifted over a little bit. It's got a little back cut. But he needs to go 2 rail and get by the 6 so that he can play the 3 inside. Oh. Wow, we went short side shape. How good was that?
Too sweet. And he misses this one. Oh, no. Did you see that table roll?
I thought the same thing. I thought
the table roll?
That it went up mine. These tables don't have rolls, woman.
I don't know. It looked like it was going to hit, or maybe not the table roll itself, but like maybe it hit a piece of lint or something. Who knows? But that was not supposed to make it in. That was supposed to hit the knuckle a little more full than that.
The knuckle?
Yeah, the tit final.
Oh, there you go. There you
go. I'll say it.
All right. Oh, unbelievable. He missed the 6 ball. I don't know if that was another one of those you could chalk up to just taking it for granted. But brings Josh back to the table with a very doable shot. He doesn't have to do a whole lot here, just a stun draw.
Yep. Just like that.
All right.
Just
Yep.
like that.
Yeah. Just like that. Yeah.
Just like that. But he might have wanted to be a little bit more straight so that he could just
Well, it's okay here.
do things.
He was okay.
It was a little straight on the 9 here, yeah?
Yeah, he's gonna have to take his medicine and just take a longer shot. Maybe draw this back just a little because he's gonna be jacked up. You don't want to do too much. It's easy to miss if you do. Just pull back a little. Oh, he actually did that pretty good.
I like it.
Yeah.
This is not terribly easy, but also not super difficult.
Okay, so Lee just come back from the bathroom and was walking by. That's what Josh saw. That's why he stepped away.
Very smart.
Yep, and that is something everybody needs to learn if they're not already doing that. If you're down on a shot and something, whatever it is, breaks your focus, stand up, step out of it, then step back in,
yes,
and shoot your shot.
Yep, readdressing your shot.
Focus, yes, if it breaks your focus, chances are going up you're going to miss. So. The score is 20-11. So Lee is on the hill. Josh just won that game, so it's his break.
It ain't over till it's over.
That's right. Oh. Okay, so the cue ball's hanging there. The 2 boys are rolling in, so pretty sure Josh is playing safety here. I would expect the cue ball to end up somewhere behind the 4. Somewhere over here.
Okay.
Wow.
Or how about that? How about that safety? And I think he did hook him on that 5.
Well, I don't know. Looks like, yeah, I guess he is behind it. So he's
just enough.
The kick.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah, makes a nice 2-rail kick shot there. Doesn't have a great shot on the 4 here, but he has all the room in the world to fire at it and be aggressive if he wants to. But the correct shot here was to play safe.
You said that he tends to be more aggressive, yeah?
He does normally. And he, in this position, he can be. But he did call safe. So he's still playing smart pool, start to finish. So
He gives Josh a shot, though.
He did. But, the thing is, I can't be mad at that because it was the correct shot. It just, the execution wasn't there. But it was the correct shot. It tells me in his head he knew what to do. And so it's like when I'm teaching people stuff. It's like, if you don't pull off the shot, that's fine. But you need to train yourself to see those shots, see what to do. And then, execution, as it improves, you become better and better because you're already training your brain correctly.
Now, he could stun this over, but I think he's going to run into the 7.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if he shoots this to the side, but it's hard to say.
Oh, okay, so he's opting
Okay, so
for a bank.
he just accepted making the shot and just dealing with something harder, whether it's safety or...
Okay.
Oh,
He
that's
leaked
not
out.
good. He didn't.
He leaked out.
He didn't control the 6 ball, so it's right in the window and it's right by the pocket, and so this could be it. So Lee needs to not get overly excited here. And,
Wait, I thought he could see it. I'm gonna try Patrick's
I guess he
trick.
can't.
I'm
Oh,
gonna try
draw the line.
Patrick's trick of going. Yeah, so I guess not.
Yeah, but at least 2 for 2 so far.
Josh has a shot. It's a steep cut to the side pocket, but it's there. Those side pockets again are a little more forgiving than people think.
I'd bank this.
Oh, you're banking
That's
this?
me. Yeah. Oh, you hit that perfect. Got the nice shape. See, I like to bank, so I have a tendency to do so.
Did he do himself
Oh,
any
he's all
favors?
right.
He's all right? Okay.
Yeah, he's okay. As long as he doesn't try to get too crazy here. Just pocket the ball and accept the tougher shot on the 10.
I was gonna say, don't do anything too crazy. No, don't do that. Okay.
Right?
I was like, don't end this match that way.
Yeah, no doubt. Especially since that was a great shot.
You cutting this guy?
Oh, no. Well, his only hope was that he left it on the rail there, making it tough. At least called the side pocket.
Yeah,
Very doable
it's not married to the rail. What a match.
Yes, that was awesome. All right, so I got to go do the payouts. So thank you so much for joining us and putting up with all the technical difficulties.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And I'll see you soon.
All righty.
All right. Bye, everyone.